Welcome back. The Helao Nafidi Town Council in the Ohangwena Region held their Business Expo Gala Dinner over the weekend to raise funds for their upcoming trade fair and Business Expo in 2024. This event is a platform to promote tourism, culture, and provide both business and recreational activities for participants. The Deputy Minister of Mines and Energy officiated the dinner where about $1.5 million was raised. Joining us via Zoom to give us more insight into the Helao Nafidi Expo Gala Dinner is Helao Nafidi Mayor Darius Shaalukeni. Very good morning to you, Mayor, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us, NBC.
All right. Always a great pleasure. Perhaps can you tell us about the gala dinner held on Saturday and how the funds were used or will be used in the run-up to the expo?
Yes, we hosted the gala dinner, the Helao Nafidi Business Expo Gala Dinner for 2024. Of course, we must also appreciate and thank those who have taken their time and resources. And just to make a point of correction, that we have raised around about 150 Namibian dollars, and the main aim to gather this fund is basically to make sure that we have provided the quality services during the expo. This now talk to the provisions of security around the venue, provision of printing, provision of cleaning services, so that our exhibitor during the day when they knock off, they don't have to worry about cleaning about their area. So we have to contract some company to provide cleanness and many other services around the venue. That's the aim. Given that we are, as a town, given our very slim budget, we are unable to fix some of these costs in our budget. That's why the aims of hosting a gala dinner.
For that point of correction, but we do hope that in the near future you will be able to raise $1.5 million in as far as gala dinners are concerned going forward. But talk to us about the evolution of the Helao Nafidi Expo that has been running for the past 17 years. What are some of the challenges? Of course, you've mentioned that there are constraints in financial resources, but what are also some of the challenges that you have faced over the years?
So there are part of a number of challenges, but to be something to appreciate is that this changes from 2000. The first ever expo that we hosted was 2007, and looking at the time frame, we can, despite the challenge, we can clearly say we had managed to overcome those challenges. Starting this as a town, this expo started only being hosted in an open space with plus minus 20 to 50 exhibitors, where they also have to set up their own stalls and so on. And they're looking at the stage where we are now. We have a very fully fledged an expo center coupled with a very well established exhibitor stalls, plus a very big hall, one of the big hall in Namibia, if I could say proudly, where we host corporate and ministry and some sectors which normally happen to come to us.
Mm-hmm. How would you say that the expo over the years has contributed to the local economy? And if perhaps, an investor, what are your selling points for me to come and put my money in Helao Nafidi?
You see, Helao Nafidi is a border town. That's why this year we are hosting this expo under the theme Exploring the Depths, Uncovering the Hidden Treasure Within the Next Frontier of Innovations. So we really want to innovate our exhibitor. We want them to bring in a new idea. Remember, we are also given an advantage of being a border town. Of course, one will remember Oskango border. We have introduced as a country now to open that border 24 hours. these are one of the comparative advantages that you can't take from us, and that's one of the advantage that the exhibitor can use, that we have that linkage and open gates way to the other SADC country. So if people really want to innovate in terms of logistics and transport and reaching out to other SADC country, Helao Nafidi is a place where you can now come and market yourself, network, and then you are being discovered through this very expo.
Finally, Mayor, you did touch on a bit on Oshikango, and we know that Oshikango back in the days was one of the biggest economic hubs in that part of the country. But over the years, we have seen a decline in the business activities. Apart from now the border being now operating on a 24-hour basis, what strategies do you have in place to ensure that Oshikango goes back to its glory days of where it was a buzzing economic hub?
No, we really have a strategy. We are working on it, but important to mention is that last month, His Excellency President Nangomba have ordered 3 key ministers, the Minister of Trade, the Minister of Finance, together with the Minister of Immigrations, and subsequently the regional governor, and including the town, to look to it that we urgently meet and come up with strategy to revive the economy of Oshikango. And given that we already started at the town level, at the regional level, we have established a committee, a multi-sectoral committee, which comprises of NCC, NALOBAs, church leaders, traditional leaders, and everybody consents to come on board to do a postmortem of what happened and the way forward, therefore. So we just want to also to reinstill the confidence that we are not sitting idle, we are on it. And by that very highest order from the office of the president, we are not taking it lightly. We are taking it so seriously, and we are meeting on a regular basis to fund the office of the president with a report of which can give birth to the tangible recommendations going forward.
Absolutely. Maybe perhaps before we let you go, just to give us the date on when the expo will be held, and those who still perhaps want to come exhibit their services or goods, do they still have an opportunity to be a part of it?
Yes, excellent. The expo will start on the 25th of October, running to the 2nd of November. Those who did not register a special corporate, they still have a humble time, a week ahead, so that we can now conclude everything. So I call on them and those who have did not register to come and exhibit with us. They have a humble time, a week ahead, to come and register so that they partake in that very, very important event. And subsequently, you also included NBC is one of our main stakeholders in terms of information. We are encouraging and humbly inviting everybody around the country and outside to come and register, and they join us so that we can make this the Helao Nafidi Business Expo 2024 better and bigger.